and good nutrition rewards you with a lifetime of clear and vibrant eyesight. With these words, I say good afternoon, wonderful listener, and welcome to another exciting edition of Eyes on the Road. As we near the end of the August edition, or rather the end of the August series, we've enjoyed an insightful journey centered, and of course, on our children, our jewels, our leaders of tomorrow. Yes, today's show is equally packed with vital information. So, like I would always say, do me one favor, settle in, relax, and stay tuned to the show. So for our regulars, you know it's time for the show. But for those joining us for the very first time, I want to say a big welcome. You're tuned into Eyes on the Road, a show that brings you into, the eye classroom to discuss very vital information. Yes, we're talking about that delicate and vital organ, the eyes. All of this is brought to you, of course, right here by Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. Welcome. My name is Akan Usen. Traffic tidbits as the show progresses. At this time, I can tell you it is quite a backlog, so to say. Inwards the Odoyalaro end, I have a view of the service lane, and inwards that contraflow point for those heading inwards the Odoyalaro end, which is beginning to extend at this time, but it's not so serious at this time. It's still a moving one, not a standstill. But of course, as day progresses, it will get busier, yes. So if there are alternatives for you, you could seek those out. But of course, I see that the traffic managers are going over and beyond to make sure, above and beyond, to make sure that, things move smoothly. But from what I can see right here, it is beginning to build up on that end. All right, that's that for that. Our theme for discussion throughout the month of August is children's vision and care, and with the children on holidays, of course, and August is the perfect time to address their eye care needs. So today we will be taking that a notch further, and our topic for today is eye nutrients for children. We want to remind our wonderful parents that children need proper nutrition and essential nutrients for their eyes to develop optimally and properly. So poor diet and nutrition deficiencies can actually lead to vision problems. It can cause various eye diseases and also, affect their academic performance. So talking about nutrients, some of the essential nutrients children need for eye health, we include vitamins, omega-3, lutein, zeaxanthin. For those who are ardent listeners of the show, I'm sure you've heard these names bandied about by our eye doctors. And of course, not forgetting zinc. So it's important for children to start early, receive these nutrients at appropriate developmental stages as they grow into adulthood. So much to learn. And of course, we'll be unpacking a lot of information just as we discuss the types of eye nutrients. We're talking about their sources. And yes, when you talk about sources, we'll also, see if we can get the affordable sources and the impact also of deficiencies in children. So as the show progresses, feel free to share your thoughts. We always appreciate that. Ask any question about your child's health, eye health, of course, through our phone channels. Yes, 080-991-20777 or 091-538-77127, or you can send a WhatsApp message throughout the program. We'd love to hear from you. We're excited to provide you with valuable information and insight. Enough said. Let's welcome our doctor on the show this afternoon, Dr. Priscilia Imade, a doctor of optometry with a PhD in public health, and also the consultant optometrist with a Modern Eye Care Foundation. Yes, talking about Dr. Priscilia Imade. Doctor, you're welcome.
Thank you very much, Akan. It's a sunny afternoon. It's a beautiful afternoon, and I'm excited to be here. More so today, I think we are gradually winding down our discussion on children vision care. The whole month of August, we've been talking about our children. And this is very timely and apt because since about July, children have been on holiday. And gradually, they're going to resume school in September. Some schools are resuming first week, some second week, and some third week. So this long vacation, long holiday is usually the best time for children to have their eyes checked. Hence the emphasis since the beginning of the month that parents, educators, community leaders, everyone that have children or have wards should ensure that their children have their eyes checked before they go back to school.
So on a side note, just before you continue, last week on the show, you mentioned free eye care consultation for children. We'd like to know if this program has started, if it's still on.
Yeah, it's on. Okay. It's on. We can extend it to the end of the month.
Wow. Okay.
So to the month of the end of August. It's been on since the beginning of August, and we announced it last week. Some people have come.
How's the turnout been like?
It's okay. It's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, Nigerians, we like free things. Once it's free, it's free. So they can still come. As many people are listening to me, have your wards, your children at home. Yes, you can come for a free check before they go back to school.
Okay.
So we just want to round it up with a word of advice for parents on the need to make sure that they teach their children good dietary choices and then give them the right nutrients such that their eyes or their eye health will be properly developed. For those of us that are adults, there may be little or nothing we can do now, but the children stand a greater chance in childhood to have their eye health properly developed, such that many of the diseases that cause visual impairments can be averted.
Okay.
So as parents, if we start doing the right things now, it will go a long way to help our children. And as they grow into adulthood, you discover that many of the preventable causes of visual impairment and blindness can be averted because we have given our children the right dietary choices. When we talk about eye nutrients for children, we are talking about the type of food you give your children, the content in those food that will enhance their eye health. Those substances are what we call nutrients. And these nutrients, they are found in specific food. Unfortunately, studies have shown that, in this computerized age, this Gen Z age, that many of the foods parents give to their children often don't contain these nutrients. Many a time, children are eating now just for pleasure and satisfaction. The nutrients, they are not really there. Many parents would prefer these days, maybe some, to do fast food, to do processed food, instead of cooking at home or giving their children natural foods to eat. The first way or the best way to start is to just put out processed food. Take it away from children. Let's go natural. And then let's do homemade meals. This actually will help our children. For instance,
when you say homemade meals, like maybe home-cooked meals or?
Yes, cook at home.
Okay.
Instead of processing, because anything you get it from the supermarket, most times they are processed. And also, this idea of fast food, 2 minutes cook and things like that, may not always be the best for these children because these nutrients may be lost in the process. And as these children are growing, we've talked about children eye development on this program. When a child is born, the eye is not fully developed. As the child is growing, all the structures in the eyes, they are still growing. And it's a process. Any obstruction of that developmental process can actually result in a vision problem, in an eye problem. And when that happens, such children can start having difficulty with their academic work, a lot of negative school experience, even deformity as far as outlook is concerned. You find children having what we call half-past 4 eye, strabismus or squint, as the case may be. So it's very paramount that parents should give their children the right nutrients and then have a back-to-school check, like we said last week, before these children go back to school. Topmost on my list on the eye nutrients that parents should focus on in giving, enhancing their children's eye health. That means you want your child to be intelligent in school, to start to be a scholar. You need to make sure the eyes are right, okay? That the eyes are seeing well. Topmost on my list is the vitamin A.
Okay.
This is very popular because in many of our hospitals, when a child is born, it's part of the immunization that the child is given. Just see that the nurse would put something like oil in the mouth of the child, So children are given vitamin A to enhance their eye health. So as a mother, you need to continue that practice at home. And some of the foods that contain vitamin A can be found in foods like carrots, your sweet potato, your spinach, your eggs, your liver, and then fortified dietary foods. In fact,
So some of these things you are calling.
okay, it's as if you are reading my mind.
So all these things you're calling.
Yeah,
in fact.
expensive. One of my patients said, "Doctor, with the way Nigeria is now,
Don't have
you
liver.
say we
We
don't
don't have liver to buy liver again, you know.
You say we just eat what is
you
available."
find?
Well, I'm not the one that caused Nigeria's problem.
In the intro, that's why I said, when you said the sources, I said affordable sources. Are there
Well,
affordable alternatives, you know?
we have, do you know, our own local foods? They are still far, far cheaper if we just pay attention to them.
Okay.
I think the emphasis here should also be our focus. Where are we putting our attention, our scale of preference? Even as much as our crayfish, just adding a little to your child's meal will help a lot instead of buying something that is packaged.
Okay.
So vitamin A is all around us. What will it stop you, for example, to just buy a sweet potato and then match it maybe with crayfish for your child? That child will have a lot of vitamin A. It's just for the parents to understand that this is what we have to do. And of course, it can be done. So vitamin A will help in maintaining good vision, especially, you know, some children that could have may have the tendency of developing night blindness. If we start, you know, boosting their eye health with vitamin A, it can help prevent this. So it will support the health of the cornea. It will also support the conjunctiva. Those are structures in the eye. We've talked about them before. The cornea is a transparent membrane that covers the black of the eye. It's the first refractive surface of the eye, and it enables us to see. So if you give your children enough vitamin A, it's going to help. And then when children lack vitamin A, what will happen? They can be prone to night blindness.
Okay.
I'm sure we did that in school now. We say night blindness, people that don't have enough vitamin A. And then you can have increased risk of infections as well. You find some children, they are repeatedly having infections on their eyes. Could be a lack of vitamin A. Okay. So parents, please, let's try. Nigeria hard or Nigeria is not hard. Let's just try. So, at least we are seeing it.
Are you saying that children that, you know, maybe are susceptible, like you find them always having maybe what we call Apollo?
Repeated infections on the eye. It could be a lack. It may not be the primary cause, but it could be. Okay. So if you fortify, just like when your immunity is high, if your immunity is high, you know you cannot readily come down with sicknesses and diseases. So how do you build your immunity? It's through these nutrients. This will go a long way to help, okay? True. And then children too, we need omega-3 fatty acids. Okay. This one, many of us as parents, we know it. In fact, a patient told me that, doctor, I just go to the pharmacy, I go and buy omega-3, and every day I'm giving my child them. You know, we also have to be careful. There are also ages we need to be taking these nutrients, and then if we eat it in food, there's really not much harm. But if you are not buying,
not overdose,
exactly,
so to say, okay?
Yes, if you eat it as a form of food, so it's critical for the function of the retina. The retina is the part of the eye that is in the brain that will help to send the message to the brain, and the brain interprets what you're saying. So when you look at an object, the object you are looking at will form an image on the retina. So if you have enough omega-3 fatty acids in your system as a child, if you give your children enough of that, it will help in the development of the retina. And of course, you can find these omega-3 fatty acids in fish, oily fishes like salmon, tuna. You see I'm trying to think of the local word now. That the name has skipped me. Our local name for fish. Oily fish. Okay. That's tuna. I'm trying to. Okay, well, they say it's expensive.
So we don't have them in dry fish. We don't have them in bonga fish. This is your
dry fish is no. You have dried it now. Even bonga fish is oily.
Okay.
You have dried it. Bonga fish is shower. They've dried the shower. Okay. So all these fishes. Because you are not giving the child too much.
It's very expensive.
That's what somebody
is tight.
It's just already expecting those gambles to buy titus in this Nigerian economy. Don't worry, God will provide. Don't you have faith?
So, doctor, what of monkere?
It's also good. Mackerel is good.
It's monkere, we call it. That's a local name. Okay.
That is very good too for
Okay.
children. Crayfish is good. You can use your seeds, your nuts, and these are fine. So, but if there is a lack of it in the children's diet, it can result in poor retinal development.
Okay.
It can even result in dry eyes and increased risk of vision problems later on in life.
Okay, we have a call. Hello.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Elder Tewagbade on the line. Doctor.
Well done.
Good afternoon, sir. Very well, sir.
I just want to ask a question.
Okay, sir.
This egg you are talking about,
Yes.
is it the boiled one or fried one? Which one is preferable?
Okay, sir.
And is it good for the adults too?
Okay, sir.
That's my question.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Elder. Well done.
Thank you.
Incidentally, we had that discussion today during the pigeon section of the pigeon shift. Like how much is too much? Fried, boiled, for adults, for children. You know, because when we're growing up, they made us feel that when you want to. Okay, we have another call. Let's just quickly take this. Hello.
Hello, good evening, Mr. Khan.
Yes, I'm guessing this is Mr. Yusuf Olamileko.
Good evening. Good evening. I'm enjoying the program.
Great to have you on the show. Welcome.
But to the doctor, good afternoon. Good evening, doctor.
Good afternoon, Mr. Lamileko.
Thanks for the enlightenment.
Thank you, sir.
For those, for the children that have a congenital issue of eye defection, are they likely to respond to all these foods that you are mentioning? Because I learned that once it is congenital, maybe it has to do with from birth, maybe myopia or all these stuff. You can't correct them with vitamins and the rest. So I want you to please shed more light on that. Thank you.
Thank you very much for this, Mr. Yusuf.
Yeah.
All right, so listen via your radio and the doctor will respond to this.
Okay, so for that talk about this question, is egg good for children? Egg is good for children. For adults, you have to eat with caution, with care, because once you get to the age of 40, 50, you can start developing high cholesterol because of other complications. Generally, as you are aging, there are a number of things you have to watch before eating, even when they are good. Example is fruits.
Okay.
Fruit is good, but as an adult, you have to watch your intake of fruit. But for children, because they are still developing, they are able, their metabolism is high. They are able to process a lot of things at that age. But in adulthood, it becomes a caution. So for egg, for a child, whether it's boiled or fried or for children, basically they are generally okay. Some school of thought advocate boiled eggs are better because of effects of frying and things like that. But for children, I don't think it makes much of a difference. Even some people advocate that you can just be eating the egg raw. Yeah, because some say you like there's this one they do with just water. You just whisk and then instead of frying, you use water to just boil after whisking with different. There's a name they call that type of egg. Well, it depends on what works for you. You may have to see your dietitian because it may be peculiar to individuals. But for children can eat egg in any form. It works for them. It's okay and
whether
it's
fried
fine.
or boiled.
Whether fried or boiled.
Okay, we have another
Mr. Yusuf.
We have another call. Let's just take this. Hello, good afternoon.
Dr. Hassan, good afternoon.
Grandma, welcome.
Grandma.
Thank you. Doctor, good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon, Grandma.
I'm Dr. Raj.
Yeah, she's fine. She's cool.
I'm enjoying the lecture.
Thank you, ma.
I've not bought your book, but I'm coming.
The book is here. It's available for those that have not bought.
Yes.
I care the right way.
Please, I want to tell you that carrot is good for the eyes.
Yes.
But I noticed that when I eat carrot, maybe I'm eating it too much. It passes my sugar level.
Okay.
So,
Yes.
it's bad. It's bad, Abby.
Okay.
Okay. Listen over the radio. I'm going to answer that.
All right. Thank you very much.
Good. You see?
So that was just
Yes.
connecting to what you said.
Yes.
That in elderly people.
are different. We process these foods differently. And as you advance in age, your metabolism drops. The higher you go, you discover that your body is not able to process a number of things. And grandma just confirmed that carrot is good. Too much of it for her could become
Spikes her
detrimental.
children,
yes. So
sugar
once
level.
you notice that happen, reduce the intake of carrots or stop it completely. Try another type of food. Okay. For the Mr. Yusuf,
Yes, Mr.
congenital defects. Yes, most congenital defects primarily cannot be corrected by nutrients. But nutrients are still important because you still need to enhance the other cells. Let's say a child has maybe like 2 million fiber layers, and maybe congenitally he lost 100 or he lost 1 million. The remaining 1 million, by taking enough of high nutrients, it will help to preserve that remaining one. Even if you're going to do surgery or you are going to treat or whatever you are doing, because the other is healthy, you get better prognosis. You may not be able to revive what has died or what is not working, but whatever is left can be preserved. And in some cases too, we have found cases where, with consistency, some of this, the effect has been reduced drastically because you use the right treatment and the right diet. So it's not a completely write-off, even when the problem is congenital. I hope that answers Mr. Yusuf's question. So among the other food, we see
eating fruit and nutrients, it's still
good for children. We are talking about children. Please, parents, give them like the carrots my grandma talked about. You can juice it for your child instead of giving that child carbonated drink. You can juice your carrot. You can juice your orange. You can juice your pineapples. And the children they will love it. There is another one that we call the lutein and zeaxanthin. Well, this can actually protect the eye against harmful rays of light, like the blue lights, light from the sun, the harmful ones anyway. So it can really help. And they are very rich in antioxidants. You can find this in greens, anything green. Our ugu, ewedu, you find it there. You say, well, it's too costly now. I can. At least as parents, we can afford it now. How about okra? We can afford this for our children. It's not as bad.
So these are
Is there anything that is even not
affordable
expensive?
alternatives.
Is there anything that is even not expensive? Even the packaged ones, are they not expensive? I think it's just for parents to have the right concept, to have the right perspective, to have the right mind. And it's what you teach your children, that their taste buds
Become
accustomed to, and that's what they will prefer. A child that is born in the north, for example, may not crave for amala and ewedu because he was not taught that.
But my maybe fura.
Exactly. So it's what you teach your children they will grow to like. So start now and teach your children the right dietary choices so that their vision, their eyes can develop very, very well. Vitamin C is also very good. We find this in oranges. They are powerful antioxidants. It helps in wound healing. It helps the eyes to see brighter. And in fact, it helps the eye immunity. So give your children a lot of vitamin C. Vitamin E is also very good.
Okay.
The zinc is good. And quite a number of them.
So vitamin E, zinc, what sources for this?
Okay, like your vitamin E, you can find them as well in meat.
Meat, okay.
Your beef, your poultry, in your beans. Beans, you can buy beans
now.
If I want patient to be say,
Beans that we used to put hope on now. Beans? Okay.
don't worry, we can buy it.
Okay.
Just prioritize the food you want to eat. So let's just, form the habits. Let's form the habit of eating right. If as adults you may have missed it, please don't allow your children miss it.
Okay.
They are still growing. They are developing. Their eyes are growing. Not allow eye problem grow up with them into adulthood because you did not give them the right dietary choice, because you did not give them the right nutrients. And this holiday is a perfect time for you to rearrange your meal table. In some homes, They have meal tables for their children. They have, just plan it. Put all these things every day. Make sure you give your child one particular type of fruits or the other. Add vegetables to their diet. Reduce the amount of carbohydrate.
Naturally, children don't like vegetables at all.
Because of the way you are preparing it.
So
just add some sardines, some tuna, add some, you just make it appealing. Add some crayfish to it.
Sorry, I'm laughing.
The child will eat it now. Oh, okay, add crayfish.
Okay.
Add crayfish to it.
Okay.
Make it exciting.
Okay.
The child will eat. You see, it's because the child feels they have an alternative somewhere. If the child grows up with you and comes to believe that it's vegetables that we eat as human beings, the child will eat it. He will eat it. So it's what you teach your children. That's why we are saying start early.
Okay.
Start early and teach them right. And as we round up our child eye care, just know that as your child is resuming school in September, as a parent, you may be busy looking for school uniform, buying new school shoes, buying books and all that.
Money for school
Please add eye care to it, because it's with the eyes that their children will learn. If the eyes are not functioning properly, they may not be able to learn well at school. It can affect the child's academic performance. And some children have been inaccurately labeled as slow learners or olodos, all because they just have an undetected vision problem. So please, before you resume, take your child for an eye examination. Let's find out and make sure that there's no eye problem that will create a problem for that child in school this September.
A great time on the show. We recognize the crucial role of eye health in shaping the future, and it's our hope that no one goes blind, and that's why we're constantly bringing this show every week. We value your feedback on discussions covered on the show to help us serve you better. Please continue to share your thoughts. Feel free to revisit past episodes at your convenience via our Facebook page, that's Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, and our YouTube channel, Traffic Radio 961. Search for the keywords Eyes on the Road. Remember to share. Don't just watch alone. And Dr. Priscilia Imade, thank you so much for always taking time out of a busy schedule. It was an amazing time on the show. Dr. Priscilia Imade, OD, MSc, PhD in public health. Don't forget to buy her book.
Everything is here in the book. Everything we talked about today.
Yes, indeed. And take your children for the free eye care until the end of August, okay? Right there. And it is at the Modern Eye Care Foundation, plot 16 to 18, Ogunusi Road. That's opposite Omole Estate Phase 1. So even if you do not remember, it's Ogunusi Road, opposite Omole Estate Phase 1 by Akyode Bus Stop, Ojudibaja. You can reach her on 080-3333-6672. That is 080-3333-6672. On behalf of the production team led by Micah Anrocha, assisted by Olame Benita, also to our executive producer Tayo Koli, a big ups and a big thank you. My name is Akan Usen, wishing you a safe drive to your destinations, and bye for now.